Ahoy crew and welcome back. I hope your day is going well. Today we're going to be making some oatmeal cream pies. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually adapt two of the recipes that I've previously shown you. One being my great-great-great-grandmother's ground raisin cookie, as well as the marshmallow fluff or marshmallow spread that I most recently made. We're going to take those two and we're going to combine them to make the best of both worlds, an oatmeal cream pie. In this case, a ground raisin cream pie. And so if you'd like to see how they turn out and what they taste like, come along and let's bake them together. All right, let's get started. Now, as these are a little different from a traditional oatmeal cream pie, as they have no oats, we'll be calling these old-fashioned Swiss cream pies. For these, I'm bringing together two recipes that I've shared previously. Our family's old-fashioned ground raisin cookies and the homemade marshmallow filling that I most recently made. I already had some of the cookie dough portioned and frozen, which makes this really easy. If you want to make these from the beginning, you can refer back to my old-fashioned ground raisin cookie video for the full recipe. I'm going to set the frozen dough out while the oven preheats to 350 degrees, and once the dough has softened slightly, I'm using the back of a spoon to gently press each one down before they go into the oven. Now, these cookies have a pretty special history in our family. The recipe goes all the way back to my great-great-great-grandmother Harri and our family's Swiss roots, and they were being made in her Kansas farmhouse in the late 1800s. And here comes our first batch. Now, you might notice a few different cookies on this tray. I did have some oatmeal raisin cookie dough available, so I figured why not test both and see which one makes the better cream pie. But after trying both versions, I can tell you already that the old-fashioned family cookies won by a landslide. Once they're baked, I'm transferring everything over to a wire rack so it can finish cooling and firm up. The combination of raisins, nuts, molasses, and spices gives them so much more flavor and makes them a perfect pairing for what we're doing today. Now here comes our second batch, and these are all old-fashioned cookies. You're going to get those onto a wire rack as well and let them cool completely before adding any filling. Now, you definitely don't want to rush this part because if the cookies are still warm, that marshmallow filling is going to soften, and we want it to stay right between those two cookies. But once everything is cool, I flip all the cookies over to a parchment paper and I start matching them up. They don't have to be identical, I'm just pairing together cookies that are relatively close in size. Then we're going to bring back in that homemade marshmallow filling from one of my most recent videos. You can refer back to that video as well for the full recipe and step-by-step instructions. I start by adding a thin layer to one cookie, placing its partner on top, and gently pressing them together. And there we have it, an old-fashioned Swiss cream pie. I like to keep the marshmallow layer fairly thin here. It gives us that sweetness and soft texture without covering up all the flavors that are already in the cookie. And if you have some marshmallow filling left over like I did, I'm putting mine into a container and right into the refrigerator until I find another excuse to use it. Although after tasting these, I have a feeling like it won't be in there for very long. But let's grab one. Before I try it, I want to open it up so you can see what we've got going on inside. That soft layer of marshmallow cream right between two of those old-fashioned cookies is exactly what I was hoping for. It's a cookie recipe that goes back generations in my family, and it's turned into something just a little different for my family today. All right, now to see how we did. This is absolutely delicious. You get the nuts, the ground raisins, the molasses and spices from the cookie with that thin layer of marshmallow cream in the middle. It's light, flavorful, and everything works really well together. These have already become a favorite with my kids, and I'm having a hard time right now not eating all of them myself. If you'd like to make your own old-fashioned Swiss cream pies, check out my old-fashioned ground raisin cookie and homemade marshmallow filling videos for both recipes. Drop a like, follow, and I'll see you in the kitchen. Thanks for coming to cook with me.